Yo, first and foremost, happy Father's Day to all the real fathers out there that take care of their kids. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to all the fathers out there, man, that's making a change in their kid's life. Or, cause like Pun said in his first album, in Capital Punishment, a kid's a kid's most important thing in his life is they pops. You know what I'm saying? Uh, well, what I say is having both parents in their life is the most important thing because if a kid doesn't have if most let's just put it, man, look straight up, most kids around the world, right, the majority, and it's sad to say this actually is a major problem, not just the United States of America, but across the globe, the earth, period. You know what I'm saying? There's most kids, a lot of kids or children don't have their father in their life. And shout out to all the mothers out there, like my mother, what I'm saying? She raised me by herself. I never met we're gonna get to that right now, but shout out to the mothers out there that's holding it down, man, that carried the weight, what I'm saying, all them years, man. And raised their kids, what I'm saying, by themselves, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Um, you know, kids need both of their parents in their life. It was meant to be that way. That's the most natural way humanly possible. Because let's be real here. A child being raised by one parent are not gonna get all life's tools and all the proper knowledge that comes with having both parents. You know what I'm saying? 1+1 = 2, man. It makes sense, right? Now, me, well, I grew up without my father. I think my mother told me supposedly the story is he left like by the time I was 2 years old. He went back to Puerto Rico and all that. He left and stood out there, only because of technology, only because of social media and the era and the generation that we live in is how I was able to find my father and communicate with him. And let me just put this, first and foremost, let me just put this out there. I have, and this is me being straight sincere, I have no grudges, no negative anything towards my pops. You know what I'm saying? This is real talk what I'm about to say. A lot of dudes don't say this, but I'm gonna say this, man. There's three sides to a story. One side, the other side, the truth. You know what I'm saying? So even though you was raised, let's say if you're a person that you was raised by your moms, and she always tell you that same story, you ask that question, because you're gonna ask it one day, right? Kids are always gonna want to know something. They want to unravel the truth somewhere down the line in their life. So they're gonna ask that question. And that question is, where's my father? And of course, that's when the story is laid out, right? But is that story 100% accurate? That's the question. But at the end of the day, when you get older, does it really matter now? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of people that want closure. They want to meet their father, or that's if fortunately if they still alive, blessings to the ones that was unfortunate to never meet their pops because they pops unfortunately passed away or some kind of situation like that. And never got a chance to meet them. It's very unfortunate, man. It's sad, but it's the reality of things, right? When you get older, I think it's best to, because once you're a grown person, once you're a grown up, you got your own responsibilities. You start having your own family, so it's like all that now it doesn't really matter no more. Doing your own thing, and that's what you should be focused on. Focus on building a foundation for you, man. That person that wasn't in your life can't do nothing for you no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way things are, man. I don't have, like I was saying earlier, I don't have any negative ill will towards my father. Actually, real quickly, I built a good relationship with him. I talk with him as much as I can. I hit him up on FaceTime. I actually still haven't met him face to face in the flesh. That's crazy, right? Unfortunately, he's far from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say too much info. That's his personal business. But let's just say that, he's not too far, but it's a long ride away, and I'm a grown ass man. I'm 36 now, and I'm doing things in my life. I moved on. I can't. Like I said, I can't hold on to the past. That's not healthy for an individual, physically or mentally. Best thing you could do, like I said, stay in your lane, build a foundation for yourself, and move on. The whole purpose of this video is to just, give a person that's going through that type of situation some, it's just to give them advice, and to not dwell on that, because it only holds you back. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're emotional about that, when you're dwelling on that type of stuff, I know it might hurt certain people. Some people, there's levels to certain people, how everybody could take these kind of situations. Some people can handle it, some people can't. Some people are very emotional, and some people know how to suppress their emotions and control it. It's just the way it is with humans, man. We all have different personalities and perspectives in life. But kudos to the ones that held it down, man, that moved past and went on their own lane, man. Got their own kids and they doing their thing, man. Once again, shout out to all the fathers out there. I got good friends that, they got, they used to have a messed up background, you know what I'm saying, getting into trouble, going to jail, you know what I'm saying, in and out of prison, and now they fix their life, man. There's a lot of dudes I know that changed their ways, man. My hat is off to them, you know what I mean? I ain't taking off my hat, son. I got the LeBron James hairline. My hat is off to them, man. Those dudes that's doing their thing, man. I see it, man. Trust me. I look at my face. I don't really be on social media no more like that, but I see what dudes is doing. I care for people, and I see what they doing, and once in a while I put a like in on their posts, or I shout them out, because I see it, you know what I'm saying, and I think people deserve to be recognized for their hard work and they turn around in life, you know what I'm saying? Because the era I come from, niggas was really outside selling drugs and really doing things, man. They was on the block all day, every day. I mean, it still happens today, but it was worse back then because the drug game was crazy. Everybody was outside moving packs. So, that a lot of dudes got, was catching crazy cases, and they were taking, their kids didn't have their pops around because it was fighting, too busy having parole, probation. They was in jail, man, and they wasn't in their kids' lives. Dudes was young and they wasn't thinking. That's what happens that's another conversation, but I'm gonna just mention this real quick. That's what happens when you have a kid, at a young age, you know what I'm saying? You got babies having babies, you know what I'm saying? So that's another major issue of why dudes is not in their kid's life, because they're a kid themselves. How a child is gonna raise a child? That's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to have a child when you in your 30s. Maybe even your 40s. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z didn't have his first kid till he was like, what? Early 40s or something? I mean, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But look what he did. He was able to, you know what I'm saying? There's no way you can have a kid when you're not established with nothing. How you gonna have a kid when you don't got a pot to piss in, bro? That's real talk. You a child yourself. So a child can't raise a child, man. It's gonna be unstable. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Want to end this on a positive note. Much love to all the fathers across the globe, man. Hold it down. Keep doing what you're doing. And, raise them right, man. Raise them to be kings, man, and leaders, man, in this world. Because we need more of that. We need more light in this dark world. You know what I'm saying? Yo, peace and blessings. 2 take away 1.